We didn't have a solution at all.
We've had some launches this year that we all thought were going to go off, and they didn't.
Ross nearly had to get the call up again.
Nearly my time to shine. Teams got bigger, the brands got bigger, all round growth. Do you know what was a highlight of my year? It's meeting one of Scott's childhood heroes, if you weren't even there.
The next few years are going to be even better.
When it gets hard, bro, just keep fucking going.
Both of our fucking wives left us the weekend before Black Friday.
Oh, the best event we've done this year is sample sale. Goes off. The queue is insane. The police had to come to move the queue. We can't take any credit for that. That was
Our moment.
the overall business in general. We've done more stuff than we've ever done before. We're back in Europe.
Back in Europe. Big one.
Do you know what? This year it's been one of them though where I feel like it's been that, everything we've done's been that hectic that I'm almost struggling in my head to think back to all the stuff that we've done.
If I was to summarise this year, I'd probably say it's the most rewarding year we've had in the last 10 years. I don't know if that's because obviously it's a 10-year anniversary and we've had to do a lot of things that have given us like good and bad memories over the last 10 years, but I think in the sense of how hard we've worked again to get the results that we've got, it's felt like super rewarding.
Yeah, without a doubt, I think this year's definitely one of them where, you know, when you've put in the time and you put in the overtime and you put in every little bit of you, everything that you've got in the tank, and it's paid off. Whereas, you know, there's other periods where you go through with a brand where product might be super hot and something just blows up and you're kind of almost riding on it and it's a little bit more chill. Whereas this year's just been kind of summed up with like hard work, dedication, and just like committing to everything that we're doing. It's been flat out. Do you know what was a highlight of my year? It's meeting one of Scott's childhood heroes, if you weren't even there.
Yeah, I've been through that on my questions. Yeah, Madrid. And also, like, Ross will say this himself, but I'm football obsessed. Ross can take it or give it. This year, he's done, was it this year the Milan Derby?
Oh yeah,
so the Milan
mate.
Derby would like be a like bucket list thing for me, and God knows what I was doing that made me not be able to go to that. And then obviously going to the Real Madrid training ground and
I think it's
missing
just a
the
Liverpool
flight.
game, I think. On TV, not even at the stadium. Again.
Yeah, not great for me.
Yeah, like, even the lads that I don't play footy, they know that I don't have a Scooby, really. Like, I watch it, I enjoy it. And I love watching it for entertainment, but like, I'm not a diehard. So that's why it's funny when I'm rolling around Real Madrid training ground, just chatting away, having a laugh. But I like that. I like the fashion anyway, so.
The reaction, I could tell I'd fucked up because of the reaction from my friends when they were taking the piss at me for not going or missing the flight was like, wow, you've really fucking fucked up here.
Do you know what was different and what was a buzz? And I don't want to rub it in, but like, turned up there, our own private security, just walking us through, like, this is proper, this. Massive setup. Get in there, the lads come out with a signed shirt, oh, this is for you, thank you so much for coming over. And I was like, they're buzzing about this just as much as we're buzzing about it. It was like it was the first time, you know, like, you see it all the time when people do stuff with players and, you know, you might do the odd paid shoot here and there and you've got a relationship, but to go there and the lads all be actually super buzzing that we've made the effort and come over there to, you know, to show them some of the new releases, bring some products over, like, it was mint. Because I was like, is this the biggest club in the world? Or
To be fair though, mate, when you think...
is it? And I'm just walking around there. Was Barcelona where one of the models didn't get?
Oh shit, yeah. Barcelona, we had a model, we were flying out to Barcelona, 10 o'clock the night before the shoot. We were landing at 10 o'clock the night before the shoot. Model flies over from a different country to us and gets rejected. Wasn't allowed to go past the airport, had to fly straight home. Shoot starts 10 o'clock next morning. We're a male model down. Ross nearly had to get the call up again.
Nearly my time to shine. The best event we've done this year is sample sale.
Yeah.
Like, goes off, mate. The queue is insane. The police had to come to move the queue. Like, it's just the best time where you feel like the community are getting a great deal. You get to interact with every member of the team. Like, all the head office are pretty much there, supporting and helping in some way, shape or form on the event. Like, that is something that we're going to do every single year. It's a great way again, to meet everyone. Of course, the queues are massive. We went way bigger venue, way more organised, a lot better systems, a lot better staffing. Everything was better, and the queue was still absolutely huge. There was people there camping out from the day before. So like, that to me is like one of the best events as an atmospheric event as well, just because everyone's just buzzing and kind of it's a bit of chaos. And I just like chatting to everyone. It's obviously a shame that the queues are quite long, and we always try and improve it every single year, but like, it's carnage.
I think as well, like, obviously the anniversary was quite a big thing for us to do because we were putting ourselves out there, and it was how's it going to be received, etc., etc. But I think obviously two things of being at the event in itself and having all these people there that have meant so much to us over the last 10 years, whether it be, you know, customers, whether it was, you know, people that we'd worked with, people in the industry or family, but also like the messaging that we both received post the YouTube video going live, and hearing so many people, whether it was even like on the school run, a geezer at one of the parents at school came up to me the other day in the middle of the playground, never spoke to him before, was like, mate, I watched your documentary the other day, it was really good, I found it really good. And it was like those things where maybe for me a little bit more, because Ross is used to being on the camera a little bit more than I am, but in terms of like putting yourself out there and receiving nice positive feedback was really nice. And I think it was something that we were super conscious of going into it. Like, we wanted it to be well received and well documented, and I think that was, again, maybe not so much a community event, but it's an event where we put ourselves out to a community of people and open to feedback, and it was really well received.
Yeah, I think that doing the doc and celebrating the 10 years was like the first time in this whole period. Sorry man, there's a fly that keeps flying in. It's doing, mate. I was going to be like that on camera. Anyway, but I think doing the doc and actually sitting and thinking and going through the whole process of kind of talking back through it was the first time I've ever actually stopped and thought, wow, we've done all this. Like, you know, when it almost, like we say, every year rolls into the next, and you're almost always working so far ahead on things that you're never in present time anyway. That was the first time that I've stopped and almost been like really appreciative and grateful of all the bad stuff that's happened as well along the way, that's meant that we've learned from that and become better as people, as leaders, as, you know, as a brand in general. And I think putting it out there and having an evening to celebrate that was just like, it was like the perfect way to do it, and I wouldn't have changed it for the world, other than like Scott probably, his speech would have been a bit better.
I bottled it. But again, going back to the doc, like on motivating, when you think back, like, I feel like I got a bit more fire in my belly from watching. So obviously we saw the documentary, when we saw it for the first time and listening to what people in the industry were saying about us and people that we'd worked with, employees, current and ex, like some of the stuff that they said about us and the brand, like that was super motivating to make sure like that sort of feedback continues.
Oh, wait, were you the guy that...
Oh, did you film it?
Did you film it?
Oh, yeah.
Did you film it?
Get on here, mate, get on here. You've had a good year, mate. You can stay one more.
I only went AWOL for about 6 months, didn't he?
Everyone keeps saying to me, like, it's the time of year where you're forecasting and you're talking about like next year and what the team need and what the team don't need. I was like, fuck off, Henry doesn't need any more support. He had 4 months last year where he was just the anniversary. You can chuck loads at him next year.
There's been periods where I'm like, oh my God, this is insanely intense. But as you get out of them periods, it's almost like the reward for that intensity and all them hours that you put in, you're like, wow, it's worth it. But it's just that keeping going. I think that for me has been one thing where I've been like, get in the gym sometimes late at night, I've been like, check my house, but like, just keep fucking going, just keep doing it.
The year that we've had is amazing in terms of growing the business so much, but there's also been 2 or 3 weeks where we've been a little bit behind the number for whatever reason, supplier, not delivering products on time or whatever it might be. And I think the only thing I would say to myself is, Scott, you've been doing this for 10 years, it'll catch up, or, you know, you'll be fine. But like in those moments, you just feel like the world's going to end still, don't you?
Yeah.
And I feel like I can't understand how I've got so much experience, or we've got so much experience, 10 years of doing this, and we still don't have the mental thought process to, in those moments, just be like, relax, the world's not going to end. Like, everything will work out fine. We don't ever say that, do we? It's like, fuck!
But it's because we always, especially the team as well, you need an action for it to change. Right? Like, it's so hard if we were to just go, yeah, don't worry about it, guys. I feel like almost everybody would be like, well, they're not bothered. We'll just chill. Whereas I think it's probably out of our own worry that we try and drive what is the action that we're going to take to change this, which then kind of gets everyone moving. But it's so true though, like, there's ups and flows, and listen, not everything bangs. Like, we've had some launches this year that we all thought were going to go off. Yeah. And they didn't. But that's fine as well, because it's how you learn. Like, not every single product that you release is going to absolutely motor. And I think this year we've done a lot of testing, done a lot of learning. And I certainly am just buzzing with the year anyway. It's been one, like we said earlier on, that we've worked so hard for. And I'm glad we've had all the challenges along it. I don't even know, I question this sometimes, like, what am I doing it for when times are really challenging? And the truth, it's all of it. And like, at the same time, it's fucking fun.
Yeah. I think if we weren't, like, don't get me wrong, in business there's always good days and bad days, but if at the end of the year we didn't think it was fun and stuff like that, it'd be a lot more challenging to be motivated. I think where I sit with it is, obviously, I'm not going to sit on camera and say I'm not doing it for financial reasons. Of course I am. I still think there's a lot more that we can go after. I still think there's, motivation in people, getting the best out of people, helping people in their careers. But I think probably, I've asked myself this a lot the last couple of weeks, months, that I still think I've got it in me to continue growing the business. And I feel like as soon as that stops, maybe I'll think about it a little bit more.
I just like making cool clothes and buzz off people wearing them and buying them and them enjoying them as much as we enjoy making them. And I think, I just see it like we're inventing shit every day.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool.
I feel like one advice to myself and to Ross would be, like, you're not going to kill yourself. You're not going to kill the business if you prioritise yourself a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, you guys, man. We can't take any credit for that. That was team.
Our moment.
Absolutely smashed it. Like, I was annoyed because I couldn't be there. And I remember messaging Scott being like, they've absolutely nailed this. I wish we were there. And I think, like, that's the feeling that as owners, founders, like, that's all you ever want, is to be that proud of your team that you're like, I'm gutted I'm not there with them. Yeah. And they've done such a sick job. And I think that's been a huge thing about this year, where there has been that much on, that not every single thing we've been able to be at or involved in every single little thing. And I think seeing the team step up and kind of manage and run the show from start to finish has just been one of my proudest moments. Yeah, we've done a lot of more been like training ground stuff, a few home visits, a lot of stuff in football, but then obviously we've done the Tajani shoot here. That was cool, that's something different. And to be fair, like, I thought it looked sick as well. It was almost like, putting that athlete's face and bringing them into, like, the fashion of modern world. And I know he was been wanting to do it for ages, and it was just different from, all the stuff that we do is kind of like lifestyle. When we go to the training ground, it's a bit more behind the scenes and things. And actually,
a little bit more professional on it. A little bit more professional, but he also looked 10-10 in the product, so it's like actually made sense to do it. I think it resonated really, really well with the customer as well, and obviously with Netherlands being such a big part of our growth map, I think it was a campaign that really hit home. Definitely. Now, Flannel's been amazing. It's been again another opportunity to get the brand out there in a locations where we feel fits the brand, and I think for us, seeing the product, like, it's always nervous doing more strategic partners, because how's the product going to sell? And I feel like within a week we knew straight away, didn't we, that it was working. And Hopefully that's a relationship that continues to grow strongly for us next year. Well, both of our fucking wives left us the weekend before Black Friday for a nice holiday. So going into Black Friday was stressful as it was because we were probably too tired to even think about it. So nice one, girls.
2 weeks out. Was it 2 weeks, 3 weeks out? We didn't even have a campaign.
No.
And it was like, shit. Because we've focused so much around the footwear launch, shoot and performance, all the other things that were going on. Yes, we had a shoot planned for Black Friday, but we had no real concept or no depth behind it or kind of no in real life experience planned or anything. It was almost like, how the fuck have we forgot about the biggest week of the year? And then from there, like we literally got in a room, didn't we, for a few hours. Hayes had already had these amazing concepts. We just flipped them into different ideas as well. And to be honest with you, we planned to do even more than what we originally done, but we just ran out of time. So it was one of them where next year, I know it'll be even bigger and even better, and the concept that we'll do behind it will be even cooler.
That feeling on the Monday night when the first hour came through was just like sensational. Like, it's hard for us as well because obviously the staff are all there too, but like if it was me and Ross in a room, we'd fucking do it all sorts.
No, it's mad one, isn't it, Black Friday? Because I do buzz off it because you see revenue numbers that you've never ever seen before. But then it's like, at the same time, I love the idea. I take away the number and I love the idea of how many new people might be seeing the brand and buying the brand. First time they're getting the clothing, and it'd be like almost for them people that might not be able to buy in on a new release, you know, just because of a price point perspective, it gives the opportunity for people to still buy into the brand that might not necessarily be able to.
I feel like up until the last couple of years either, we've not realised the effect Black Friday can have on future growth. So like what Ross is saying there about all the new customers and stuff like that, like automatically if you have a good Black Friday, you almost feel like next year can be even stronger because you've acquired so many more new customers. So previous to that, we were just like, oh, we've hit the number, like whatever. Whereas this year and probably last year, we've been like, oh my God, next year is going to be strong.
I don't know, there's something about when you're in such a digital world online that when you see a huge group of people crowding around when you're in real life, it feels 10 times bigger. Yeah. It might be like a minuscule amount compared to how many people are online at Black Friday launch, but that activation and them kind of things are just fucking sick.
Yeah.
I think as well, there's probably been a lot of things like this year, obviously bringing in performance and footwear, especially like from my side, it's been like almost one of the most rewarding years in the sense of like learning. I've had to go back to basics, to the bottom of the pile and like, you know, manage 2 different projects that are different from what we've done before and probably understanding and kind of learning a lot about them processes. So I think they're the bits that you kind of like, you just get on with, but at the same time, like it's so rewarding when, you know, now it's launching, you've seen it come to fruition, you've seen people buzzing off and people wearing them about. I think stuff like that makes it all worth it because there's points along that journey, especially with footwear, like the Axis wasn't even the trade we were meant to bring out first. And, you know, we've gone 6 months down the line with another shoe and it took Scott and me to be in a room and be like, it just ain't right. And I think a few years ago, we would have, because we put that much time and effort into it, we probably would have almost been like, no, we have to make it work. And I was just like, let's put it on the back burner, it's out for now. And let's focus on the Axis, which we loved. And obviously, feedback's been amazing, it's gone really well. So it's like knowing when to quit on things or when to like park them for a bit and re-look at them again later. So it's been so many learnings this year.
I think as well, bro, emotional one, but seeing you go back to, so 10 years in, phenomenal business owner, done so well, proud, successful, but seeing him be vulnerable again this year, like you said, in terms of going back to basics and understanding that footwear was a new category and he's, you know, he might not have the skills, not the skill set because he's got the vision, but more the experience and the knowledge, but putting himself in a vulnerable position and spending so long on the project. And then when that first sample came through, it was like probably the best day I've had in the business for a long time in the sense of just seeing how happy he was with it, because it's not easy to do that. I don't think, especially in our situations now, where everything's deemed that we're super successful. We've got, you know, access to everybody, but to still see him go through the motions with it, completely take it on his own, almost go back to like trying to do it unsupported because he felt like he needed to just be able to do that for himself, and then seeing the rewards for it.
I don't think there's any two people out there that let someone argue to the death for me against them like we do what we do.
We are very lucky. We are very, very lucky in the sense that 10 years in and we still would love to see each other as much or even more outside of work than we do in work, and you know, it's a relationship that I hope never breaks, mate.
No, can go bigger, better. We're back in Europe.
Back in Europe, big one. Big one. Internationalisation, mate. Spend more time in Netherlands. What's exciting?
And that other place.
What excites me the most for next year is doing the warehouse and the office up, to be honest with you.
Yeah, levelling up the HQ.
Levelling up. Yeah.
Big one.
Yeah.
And you can film that.
Yeah.
That'll go off.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Super excited about that.
To be fair, a big moment this year. So we're both Manchester boys, growing up in Manchester, always obviously shopped in Selfridges where possible, and we've got a big moment in the Trafford Centre next year that is a bit of a pinch me moment. It's not that big, but what it means to us is really that it was like, oh my God, I can't believe that's the position of where we're going to be as a brand. Like growing up, going into that space, always seen it as the best space in the Trafford Centre or the best space in Selfridges, and we'll have news on that soon. But I think that was like,
pretty close to giving our away then, mate. But,
yeah. But when we had that phone call and they said that's where you want to be, I think we both looked at each other and we're like, wow, it was a bit of a pinch me.
Yeah, we were like, when you click leave on the thing, we were like,
yeah.
Yeah, you're doing that. Yes.
So that's an exciting thing. I'm excited for the active wear or performance wear. Excited to wear it, excited to do some challenges.
I'm excited for summer. And that's all I'm going to say.